So as we all know, as we might know actually, so there are, it's important to donate blood, long and short of it. But there are an increasing number of Black people who need to donate blood. Black donors in general are 10 times more likely to have a blood type known as RO or B positive, which are urgently needed to treat roughly about 15,000 people in the UK who live with sickle cell disease. So the reason and the main importance of donating blood is because for someone that living with sickle cell disease, which is mainly found in African and Caribbean communities, it is both a painful and debilitating condition. And the best way of treating this disease is to get a blood transfusion. And these blood transfusions are usually best found in patients whose blood is more likely to match donors from the same ethnicity. So the NHS, Rory, I wonder if you could skip to the next slide. So the NHS has set up this project to kind of raise awareness in Black and Asian communities around the UK around donating organ and blood donations. We at Community Barnet are focusing on blood donations in communities in North and East Central London. What those communities are, we will focus on that in a bit. But the key reason we are focusing on these key communities is because the NHS is running critically low on blood donations from Black donors. This is due to a variety of reasons. Primary reason is because of the COVID-19 pandemic. It shows that the NHS needs about 16,000 more Black blood donors specifically by the end of year in order to meet demand. This means that there are people that suffer from life-threatening and life-threatening conditions which need life-saving treatments, of which I've described before are blood donations. And those many people are people that suffer from sickle cell disease. Next, please, Rory. So only 1% of people in the UK that are blood donors come from the Black community. And this is something we at Community Barnet, working in partnership with the NHS, are seeking to change. As mentioned earlier, there's some blood groups such as the O, RH, and RH positive and B, RH positive groups, which are more prevalent amongst Black and Asian minority communities. Rarer blood types are only found in some cases in Black communities. So what then happens if you've got a patient that comes into your local surgery or comes into your local A&E, and they have a rare blood type coupled with having life-threatening conditions such as sickle cell disease. And yet you might have very, very low levels of that blood type in your blood bank. So it does mean that like the livelihoods of these people are often threatened. So this is what we're hoping to change by just raising awareness as to what blood donation is. What we have found in our local experiences connecting with local groups is that there's several barriers to people donating blood from these local communities. And what those barriers look like are quite different to who these people, depends on what groups these people come from. The Black community isn't monolith. And so the way we're seeking to engage with the Black community through this project is by doing workshops and interactive discussions such as these, where we can hope to speak to you all about what these barriers are and work with you all about raising awareness about blood donation in your local communities. Which leads me very, very nicely on to our three key messages. Our first key message is a really impactful one. It only takes about 10 minutes to save 3 lives. And that is the key thing about donating blood. We will walk through the blood donation process a bit later on in this discussion. But just to say that the process of donating blood, as in once the needle goes into your arm and your blood is donated, only takes about 10 minutes. But your blood donation, which is just under a 500 milliliter bottle of water, so just under a standard water bottle, can save up to 3 lives. Second key message is that there are 16,000 Black blood donors that are needed by the end of the year to meet demand. We found at Community Barnet that that's quite impactful. It kind of shows us the scale of work that we need to do and the ways we need to engage with local Black communities who might not know about the importance of donating blood and the urgency of registering to become a blood donor. And the next slide. So if you're a Black person living in Barnet, Camden, Enfield, Haringey, Islington, Hackney, or Waltham Forest, we're looking to engage with you. Please contact us at Community Barnet to learn more about the Give Blood campaign, and also so that we can speak with your local organizations or your local community groups. We can come in, have a similar discussion to the one that we're having here, just to speak about the importance of donating blood and registering to become a blood donor, but also understanding what you feel some of the key barriers are to you with donating blood, and finding ways that hopefully we can alleviate this.